Well, we meet again. Charlie Greer podcast again. Today, we're talking about dealing with mouth breathers. We all know mouth breathers. I've had a few in my band. I've had shit. We're surrounded by mouth breathers. And what I mean by that is I have friends that are mouth breathers too. I mean, whatever. I can do some mouth breathing. Hey. But yeah, mouth breathers. Not breathing through the nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's one of the main techniques I taught when I was teaching vocal lessons, man. You got to know how to breathe right. You want to sing right, talk right, even command your voice in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I'm not talking about because a lot of mouth breathers, every once in a while, they got to do that big nose and then go back to. And I'm not saying mouth breathers aren't successful. Hell, I know mouth breathers right now. Wherever, what time is it? It's 10:47 in the a.m. where I'm at. Wherever they are, they're breathing out their mouth. And I would tell them, I'd laugh. We both laugh. But that's a tell. That's a sign of things. See, things going ups and downs, and now unfortunately, we're mouth breathers are doing well. People are literal. They don't get jokes. They don't. They're not charming. They're not this. They're not that. They only laugh at mistakes other people made, or when someone hurt. They don't have any abstract humor or anything. Matter of fact, they can't be around you. They're mouth breathing. And you'll see me do that a lot. That's a mouth breather. Of course, we all breathe out of their mouth, but I'm talking about someone who's like, that's what they do. It was somewhere around, the late 80s where I was like, wait a minute. I was a teenager. Like these people, because they'll band together and they like to hold people down and shit. First comes the mouth breathers. Seconds comes the control that they can't get a joke. A lot of band people are mouth breathers. Not so much actors, or there are some actors, but artists. Most of them are not. People that basically a lot of people behind the scenes, and again in the band, are just mouth breathing fools that don't get again. They're literal. They'll what oh ha, ha, laugh at the joke. They don't get like a simple joke. They don't get like just anything. You can't bust their chops. You can't do. It's just they'll take that serious and they'll. Usually they talk shit about everybody. If you're around somebody, if you know them, if they're cackling about other people, they're cackling about you. You just have her. They're all cackling. That. That's one thing I don't do. And if you do that, get that out of your life. You'll be so much better. Again, you won't attract other mouth breathers anymore, but it just seems like we're devolving into, they're attacking sharp people that have brains that breathe through their nose. And supposedly, now I just saw something I read in the Vedas or somewhere. In through your nose, out through your mouth. They call it prana. It's it's different than breathing in and out. That actually it becomes like some kind of energy or frequency that you can. Meditation, you have to concentrate on your breathing. That's how you do it. When I was teaching vocal lessons, I would tell people like, "Why am I dealing with my breathing?" It's like, dude, when you sing, let's say your voice is a motor. The gasoline is air. You need to breathe. There's a pattern that you can pick up. I used to teach people how to put like a little highlight a little, like a comma where they needed to breathe. They print out or write out your lyrics. I'll show you where you should breathe. And of course, you can augment that. In simple terms, take a breath before you say that line, and at the end, just a little like that kind of breath. Of course, you're going to use your mouth. Mouth breathing, it isn't just people that breathe out of their mouth. Of course, we all do. But you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, some of you mouth breathers might not get this. I know mouth breathing. He's dumb. There's times where If you're like blistered, hungover, most of that day you're gonna be a mouth breather. Um, we've all are guilty of being a mouth breather. Just, hey, well, I've seen people turn into mouth breathers and no coming back. Uh, you know what I'm talking about. I've had again, so I can't even name who's been in my bands. I just well, see, I a revolving door policy in LA. I just couldn't keep people in my band. That's why I probably don't have a band right now, because it was just most of my time and energy was just trying to get these fools. Because it got to the point where, like, dude, I'm not rehearsing with you. Here's the CD. Get my music. Whatever you do, you show up. You got to be playing these songs. I mean, granted, I'll walk you through a few things, but I'm not teaching you my songs. You damn mouth breather. I mean, come on. I'm way past that, man. You got to show up and you got to do. Well, I didn't learn that. Well, then where's the other dude that I would audition again. I would have like a handful. Like, hey, I rented a room at Amp on Lake Shim in North Hollywood. We'll be there for 2 hours. Come in. We're auditioning papers. And of course, you get people showing up like trying to poach your band, or again, I'm talking about mouth breathers, or your gig, and they just steal your drummer. Drummers and for me, drummers and bass players were the hardest for me to keep my band, and that's all I needed. I was a singer guitarist. I say a bass player, drummer, just mowing through bass players and drummers. Don't even remember who what's his name. Like, I always did a lot of rehearsal too on my dime. I was paid for it. I never, because it was Charlie Greer's my name solo band, uh, and we would rehearse like twice a week. And it's like $40 a pop to do it. And I would, afterwards take him to pay him in beer and Taco Bell or whatever. But I would make sure we rehearse at least like 4 to 6 weeks before we're seen live. Dude, we're in LA. We need to be good. We can't be half-assed doing this kind of. And at times you'd have a bass player and drummer, and you work with them, spend this money, and then they got something else, and then you got to get another, and then you start. I just got tired of doing it. It was sucking all my energy and money. And if you got a little bit of like street cred or just a little bit of anything, talent, whatever it is, you're threatening to even other musicians. People, a lot of times, if they're in other band, they don't know you. There's a few that will, but most of the time it's just like, oh yeah, they have that look like they're smelling shit. Like, well, they fear you, and they're jealous of what you do. And then next thing you know, they steal it all from you, man. They steal your personality, your cadence, how you talk. They just steal everything. Song, I mean, it all. Now, granted, nobody really knows who I am except in my bubble, but I mean, even when I got to LA, it's like I started meeting people, putting bands together, being band, and it's just like, I was like, dude, it's LA. You know how the talent pool that's here, all these people. Then why are you fucking with me? I'm just a hillbilly from Tennessee. If I am said whatever you're who's the fool? Who's the fool? The fool or the fool that follows the fool? Following the fool. I mean, come on. Like, shit, you can't come at me again. I know all the angles. Part of my cunning is acting, playing dumb. Just okay, get it off. That's it right now. I learned early on, you don't have to reply or say what, because someone's talking to you or asking you some kind of dumb question. See, people will like say, mouth breathers will say really horrible stuff, and since they put a question mark at the end, they think it's okay. I was just asking a question. Hey, dude, you called me a dipshit. I mean, shit, a liar, whatever. My band was also a springboard for other people to, and that's cool. I get that. But I'm not going to be a scab in a band. I'm not going to go, oh, I'm this. No, I've never done that. Been asked to a bunch. I could have done it. Matter of fact, I would be a lot more successful with my career if I just wasn't so hard headed and want to do my own thing. I didn't want to be coattail riding off a mouth breather. I want to do whether I fail or I got to do my own thing. And in the long run, these people, that nobody knows who they are, man. maybe in their little bubble. But as far as like even nationwide or internet, nobody knows. You know, it's just like nobody. Would you come on? There's places I know. Shit, if I was places in Europe, I'm more well known than in here. Well, unfortunately, I can't get over there. I mean, shit. I've tried. I've tried people to had for some reason back in about 20 years ago. A radio station in Sicily got a hold of the Super Deluxe Rock and Roll EP. They were playing that all over. Oh my god! I did an interview with like a fanzine, cowpunk zine, in out of like Manchester, England, or somewhere. And they made the mistake that I was like, "Yeah, I work." And they're like, "You work?" Or they thought I was a rock star of LA. Like, no, man, I'm not that. I'm more popular in Manchester, I guess. I mean, shit. Japan. I mean, fucking France. I've had people wanting to book, and what you do is you go there like a week before the gigs. Like, say you got like 10 to 5 gigs. Again, I never got to do this because I passports, all that shit. And sometimes I wasn't doing too well. You know, I'm not well. But they would like a, how do you know, like a promoter, a man, whatever. We're like, hey, we'll get you to France or wherever, and then we'll come a week early, get a pickup band. Like, do you know any French? No. So you're dealing with like French musicians or whoever. I don't need a bass player and drummer, so other band, whatever they are, and then you rehearse for like a week, and then you do your gigging. Never got to do it just because of for one, they were going to pay me. I didn't have the, again, people thought that I had this. I was doing better than I was, just because they like my music. All my music's out of print. I mean, if you want to listen to one of my videos, the last video for my last album, the single with Pity Now, Charlie Greer, Pity Now, and that's been covered by other bands, recorded by other bands. That's cool. Again, hell, their version of my songs probably did better than my song. I get it. I don't care. I mean, shit. That builds the legend, Fuck. But matter of fact, a lot of reason I'm not pushing my band is because it seemed like there was more mouth breathers that are promoters that are behind the scenes that are like, people used to be cool. Don't smile, bro, or yeah, whatever. You're a mouth breather. It's a problem. It's a thing. It's worrisome. Like yesterday, I was talking about the history of me and everything. And like, I'm worried about shit. Things have changed, man. I know every generation says this. Pardon me, but things are not like they used to be. Things used to be a lot cooler, and you didn't have to deal with certain people. Like, you just do your own thing. Now it's, oh, here you go. You got to go talk to this. They don't like you. They don't like me. They've never even. Maybe they don't like my music, but get used to that if you're going to do anything. Or if you're a mouth breather, well, you'll fit right in. And you can do your shitty covers and, I'm successful. Look at me. I mean, yeah. Look at you. It's a strange, mysterious world. Again, I'm drinking black coffee. It's 11 a.m. 11 in the a.m. I slept in today. Man, I need some sleep. Shit. This has been going, I took a horrible job, but I had to. When in Rome, I knew it would be bad. I knew coming from California to Illinois, again, I'm dealing with some of these mouth breathers, that everybody hates California nowadays. So I got here, I'd be like, man, I got to get a job. After about 5 months, I went through my savings. I was like, I'm going to have to take a menial job, which I did. But quite honestly, within 3 weeks, I'm a key holder now. I mean, they gave me a small rate. So stupid. It's what it is. You got it. Hell, I don't have it. I mean, I'm not making fun of people in cover bands, but I am kind of making fun of mouth breathers. But hell, I might start a cover band. Not everyone is like this. You just feel, you can tell. Come on. Tell a joke around someone, see if they don't like you joking around. People don't like that. No. It's not. See, when I was coming up, started gigging in clubs. It was like the late '80s. Everybody was funny and cool. Again, they're not. Sometimes they weren't. People that worked in the clubs and the promoter. You could talk to these people. Oh no, like hell. And I haven't been gigging forever, 10 years. It's a thing. These people don't know shit. They don't have any kind of like street cred or lineage or anything. Just here I am, and I understand that. That's kind of cool to be like, this is who I am, whatever. But you got to have some self-awareness. Are you aware that you're not that talented? Come on. And I'm not even saying I'm the most talented person, but I've dedicated my life to my art. That's, again, you're gonna see people. Okay. Nowadays, artists are people that are like on photoshopping an image, and then I've got a computer, and whatever. They're not painting. They don't know how to mix any paint. They don't have to take the 5 colors and mix them into whatever the fuck they want. They don't know any of that. Writing a song. I've known dudes that could write a song, and then they just kind of get sucked up in life for the Hollywood scene, whatever. And man, they can't. It's like, what happened to you? Obviously you're more into this like neon colored fashion you're wearing now or whatever. That's another thing. I'm not budging an inch. Yeah, I've matured and stuff, but man, there's certain things I ain't budging. Not an inch. I ain't moving. This is what I do. Again, I said that. No, I'm going to do it. To be like tapped into your artistic spirit, you got to have like a kid sensitivity. You don't want that. Again, you don't want to show everybody that, but that's what it is. People forget how they thought as a child or a kid and the magic and this, that. That's how you get that. All of them had it. The greats all knew this. Michael Jackson, Prince, Elton John, they all know that. Elvis, they all knew. There's a certain aspect about yourself that you cannot, once you tap into that, no matter what everybody else says, and it's your spirit, it comes from the Lord. You don't see. I would ask people. People would ask me about like certain. Okay, like writing a song. Like, Charlie, can you help write a song? Okay, I'll show you some. Show them how the whistle over your rhythm to make a different melody. That and putting your words in it. Hey. But then it's like, well, let's just write a song. Oh no, well, dude, that's how you're going to learn. You can't be, huh? Again, people will show, mouth breathers will show what they're really into. See, I know how to ask questions too. Question mark. I know how to do that too. Not as obvious as other people. In LA, a lot of the people behind the scenes that you'll never know their names unless you're watching at the end of a TV show or whatever. These executives at NBC during pilot season want to call you in. Okay, we're looking for new vet, whatever. And some of these oh, you're not that talented, are you? Question mark. If I answer that either way, I'd always catch it on. Usually they'd laugh. Oh, sometimes like, ow, I wouldn't let people talk to me that way. Again, I'm not a violent person. I would just put it right back. I'm talking about, we're having a conversation here. You ask me this, then I ask you, question mark. They think, oh my God, like they think they're so smart that I'm not going to know. People aren't going to know that's low hanging fruit, man, when it comes to that behavior. That's not even, come on, man. You're making good money at NBC. You should have a little bit better game than that. Oh no. It's called pilot season. It's January. Like that's when they shoot all the pilots and only a few get picked up by the major networks and everybody's shooting pilots. It's cool. You get a lot of auditions. You're just running around. I've done a few pilots that will never be seen. But sometimes they, like NBC casting was like, hey, we want to see some fresh, we need some this, that. So it was me. It was what do they call that? Like a ensemble audition, which they didn't have me memorize anything. They just want to see people how they look, So it was me, Sam Kinnison's brother, Bill Kinnison, who's awesome, and then some pro football player. He was a quarterback, and then he broke his leg or something. He's going to be an actor. So we're in this room. There's three of us. We go to NBC. I'm like, hey, like, how do I know Bill Kinnison? Oh my God, I love Sam. Him and I had kicked it off right away. But this football guy, he got some money and just he was cool. But me and Sam, Bill. So they get us in this room, and there's these lights and the screen. They have to sit us in these chairs. They're asking us these dumb questions, and these questions are, I don't know if they wanted reactions, but and I'm sitting there, and the woman, she's like, well, Bill, you're here, your coattail riding off, the death of your brother. He was the one and then your football guy here, because he used to be pro football. Charlie's here because he's got some talent. Like, I was like, dude, don't say that. That don't. I didn't say that, Bill. I mean, and we're all laughing, but it's like, again, they don't. They didn't. They excuse people and they want to talk to me, and I was like, hey, I'm open to, well, we might throw you in. Never heard from him again. But they let us out, and the three of us are out on the street where the parking is, busy LA. Me and Bill stood there. We could conversate. This football player, no, they're going to have any gone. Walked away, and me and Bill stood there for damn near half an hour talking. An hour, who knows? Just I got him in my Facebook. He's a preacher too. Check out Bill Kinnison, man. Every Sunday he has his preaching the gospel. Bless his heart. And he is like a Grammy winner. He produced stuff for Sam, and so he's So that's another tell about. See, there's levels to that mouth breathing game too. There's some that are successful that are up there. Again, they usually ask questions. They pull you in. Like somehow she was making fun of them and then using me as a anchor to shit again. If I'd have been picked to audition for some, pilot, I would have made money. I mean, it would have changed my life if it got picked up. I mean, and that's another thing, like dealing with things, I think it was in 2011 or 2012, I had like 103 auditions, and I only got like 3 short films or 4 short films, or maybe 3-4 short films and a pilot that never got picked up. Shit, maybe I'm not that talented. That's like 2 a week. And I lived in Pasadena, so every time you go to Hollywood, it's like $10-20 in gas. It depends on the traffic, and then you need bottled water and eat lunch. It's you go through your money. But I was determined. Again, a lot of times that's the funnest is on audition day, because if you do get one of these shitty short films, pardon me, then you've got to memorize this shitty script that you unfortunately got hired to. That's when the work starts. And the set, people are like this. They don't know what they're doing, so they think that if I act, just snap at people, that'll make. I just have like a zero bullshit tolerance for mouth breathers at certain times. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I'm too old, been dealing with it too long. I just, I quit the last movie I was in. After that night, I was like, no. And I want to get paid. Where's my money? Oh, send it to the mail. You better, because the Screen Actors Guild. You can't treat me like this. Again, my call time was 8:00. Should have been getting makeup, wardrobe. And by 9, I'm supposed to be in front of the camera. And that happened. 8:00, wardrobe. I mean, they had makeup people. It was perfect, But then I didn't make me sit around till 5 a.m. How am I supposed to be all perky? And dude, it's exhausting listening to all you people. And then, come on, man. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. I'm in the union. You can't treat, And once they're like, oh, that's right. I ain't doing it. Come on, come back. No, we want. No. I don't want to be in your shitty vampire film or whatever it was. And that the director, how he got money to do, I was like, look, because I was supposed to be doing like scenes, like singing. I was playing like this bar guy, like this musician. I go, yeah, well, you got to sync all that up with the camera. Oh, I know. So you need like a sound. Oh, we got a sound man. I was like, no, I'm talking about like a board, like a real sound. Yeah, you got your cameras. You need a. Oh no, we got a sound man. Sure enough, I get there, and they just have a sound man. They don't have a soundboard. They don't have. Well, damn, you're right. Yeah, you should have been such a smart ass and like contradicted me, you know. So that took all this time. Well, we got to. Okay, how we can't do the scene. So let's just It's just stupid, man. And I'd prepared for like a week or two to come on. Shit. Mouth breathers. We do need to. Gosh, shit. Breathe through your nose. Get some of that prana going. Opens up your neural pathways. Get some blood going in your head. Shit. Huh? Come on. Just, it's exhausting. And that's another thing. They will exhaust you with their bullshit. That's the only talent they have. Busy work. And and their like personality defects are just glaring, you know, only nice to people that are mean to them. Come on. Mean to people that are nice to them. That's the thing. That's all there is in certain areas. That's my talent, is to Waller and my personality defects. We've all got them. They start forming when we're a child. See, I went to therapy, right? And most, no, they're not gonna, they're a mouth breather. I'm probably gonna be doxxed for this one too. Again, I'm being doxxed for I got the most unsuccessful podcast ever, and then I'm still being doxxed. Damn, brutal. I think I'm damn near like 100 podcasts. I get like 92. This is my 92nd podcast I've done. I ain't got no subscribers. I don't even got any mouth breathers. And again, I've said this 1,000 times. I just like doing this. It's like therapy to me, venting this kind of shit. And I riff. I'm not a lot. I had lists and I was gonna do that. Then I can't. I'm better as like a. Like before I did this, I don't think I just want to like improvise. I'm like a guitarist or a jazz, you know. I just gotta. That's where I shine. I think I feel more comfortable doing that. If I like sit there and I'm writing notes down, I'll say that, dude, I can see it. I just, and I'm not that good at that. Again, I'm not making fun of that. I watch a lot of podcasts. I don't watch TV. I watch podcasts or listen to them, whatever. And some of these people are great. They have screens and open up window and and they're great at that. I love that. But personally, I just got to be this old dude riffing. It ain't that I'm lazy. It's just that that's what I'm good at. Improvising. So a lot of times I'll right before, because I have to type this information, what am I going to talk about? Right at the end, I'll change this. I'll just do that. It's more exciting. It's put me on the edge. It makes me work harder, think it more, be more witty. Because my list, I've got the list. My friend wrote a list. People go write down stuff, dude. And I just feel better just riffing. Spontaneous. Again, my podcast is going to look better. I'm going to get a better looking setup. I'll fix that window back there. I'll get my landlord to fix it. But I'm in this old house. I love this old house. I made my bed. Now I got to lie in it. I get that too. It's nobody's fault but mine. I love y'all. About to get out of here. Got to run some errands and do minds. So I hope y'all have a great day. I am doing this every day on the daily. Love y'all. Be blessed. See you tomorrow. Cheers.